Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to Manflow Yoga. In this video, I show you my 7 favorite postures for improving posture. So, there are a ton of poses I could have selected, but I only went with 7 just for the sake of being as effective as possible and giving you the most effective postures to improve posture, and also because I can't make a video with 56 postures in it if it's just a short informational clip. So here are those 7 postures. I'm going to walk you through the technique. I'm going to explain it a little bit, and then you can follow this as a routine whenever you'd like. So first pose is a standing back bend. By the way, you're going to need a strap for this. If you don't have a strap, you can also use a belt or a rope of some sort. So first one is a standing back bend. You're going to bring the toes to touch, heels about 1 inch apart. Press down through your heels, lift your ribs up as much as possible, so press or lift your sternum away from your waist, push the top of your head to the ceiling so you're getting as tall as you possibly can, and then I want you to pretend like you're setting your upper back down on a shelf. So not bending with your lower back, but lifting your chest up, looking up, and getting height. So every time you lean back a little bit, you're going to get a little bit taller with the next little breath. So I'm inhaling to get a little bit taller, I'm exhaling to deepen. Now if you look at my neck here, notice that my neck is long, right? I'm not collapsing through the neck. I'm not shrugging my shoulders up toward my ears. I'm keeping my neck really long. Abs are tight, my legs are engaged, my glutes are relaxed, and then I'm gonna bring my arms up, squeeze back, and reach up. So this one I'm gonna hold for about 30 seconds. You can hold this one for up to a minute. This is pose number 1. This is opening up your shoulders. I'm strengthening my core. I'm also stretching my chest and getting my spine into extension, or getting into an arched position with my spine. Next pose is a strap behind the back stretch. Now you can do this with a lot of different postures, but for the sake of today, I'm just going to show you how to do this properly without any leg variations, and then you can add those leg variations later on. So for this, you're just going to hold a strap behind your back. You want to make sure that your palms are facing your body. This is important. And then watch what I do with my shoulders here. I'm going to bring my shoulders up, back, and then down. So I'm pulling my shoulders up, back, and down, away from the front of my body and from my head. And then I'm going to reach down with the strap. So pushing the strap further down, and then squeeze the strap away from your back. Now you might have, so for me, I have a tendency for my right arm not to lift up as much. So you want to make sure you're squeezing both arms as high as you can. You're going to feel this in your upper back and your shoulders, and you'll feel stretching through your chest. And we're just going to hold this for a minimum of 30 seconds. You can hold this for up to 90 seconds. And we're just going to hold this. We're going to work on squeezing the strap away from the back, lifting your chest up, maybe a little bit of an arch to your back, even looking up, kind of similar to what we just did with that standing back bend. And then go ahead and release. So there's pose number 2. Pose number 3 is a standing bow pose, or dancer's pose. So this is a balancing posture. Works on opening up your hips. It works on opening up your chest and your shoulders, and also on strengthening your core. So for this, you're going to stand on your right foot, just to start. You're going to bring your left heel in toward your butt. Grab the inside of your foot. So we're grabbing the big toe side of your foot. So you can see this here. Grabbing the inside of my foot. Stand up as tall as you can. Push down hard through your right heel. Bring your right arm up. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, reach forward with your right hand, just about a foot, and kick back about a foot with your left foot. My hips are squared straight forward, so I want to make sure that I'm not opening up like this to the side with my hips, but I'm keeping my hips facing straight forward. And then I'm pushing hard into my left hand with my foot. So my left thigh is doing a lot of work here. My right thigh obviously doing a lot of work as well, because that's holding me up. I'm going to squeeze my right arm up at the same time reaching forward. So I'm getting a stretch through my shoulder. I'm opening up through my chest. My abs are engaged, so I'm strengthening my core. And I'm also arching my back. So I'm countering that typical slouch position that I have during the day. Toes, hips, everything facing straight forward. And then go ahead and relax. So that was just 30. You can do that one for about 30 seconds. You can do that one for up to a minute. And we're going to make sure to do that both sides. So try that again on the opposite side. I'll walk you through it one more time. Stand on your left foot now. You're going to bring your right heel in toward your butt. Grab the big toe side of that foot. Lift your left arm up in the air. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, press back through your right foot. So your right foot is pressing into the hand. You're pressing down through your left foot, so the left leg is really engaged. Your hips are squared straight forward. They're not opening up to the side. And your left arm is reaching forward and then up. And this is a balancing position, so you're going to have to work a little bit to maintain this. You might not be able to do that first. If you do need help in balancing, just put your hand on a wall, hold on to a counter or something like that. All right, and then you're going to go ahead and come out. So again, 30 seconds up to 60 seconds. Next pose is a runner's lunge twist. And I really like this one because of the twisting aspect. So when you twist your spine, you help to lengthen your spine. You help to get a little bit more lift, and you help to strengthen your core, which all contributes to having good posture. So I'm going to have you grab a block. If you don't have a block, that's totally fine. You don't need one. You're going to start with the right foot forward. Take a big step back with your left foot. Big lunge. Knee over your ankle and your front foot, not passing the ankle, right above it. Back leg straight, left hand on the block. Or you can also bring your left fingertips to the ground. If you don't have a block, you can also use a stack of books. From here, you're going to reach your right arm straight up in the air, roll back the shoulder, look up at your right hand, pull your chest forward, tighten your abs. So ideally, you want to make a straight line from your back heel to your head. And then if you want, you can even lift your left hand away from the ground, and that's going to add a balancing aspect to this. But we're really working on engaging the abs here, strengthening the spine and strengthening the core, and pulling the chest forward so we're getting that length through your torso. Go ahead and relax. Let's switch sides. Do that one more time. Again, I've got the block inside my front foot. Left foot is forward. I'm stepping my right leg back. Squeeze your legs toward one another. Left knee is over the ankle and the front foot. Right hand to the block just inside your left foot. Push down through your left hip. Pull your chest forward. Get some length to your spine. And then roll back your left shoulder, open up toward the ceiling or toward the sky if you're outside. My hips, I'm going to stay into the middle with my hips, so I don't want my hips poking out to the side. And I want to pull my chest forward again, get that length through your spine, feel that engagement through your abs and through your back. And then I'm slowly looking up. Now, as I'm inhaling, I'm pulling forward. As I'm exhaling, I'm rolling back a little bit more, so really opening up the spine. And then go ahead and relax. So that one, do that for a minimum of 30 seconds. You can go up to 45 or 60 seconds. Got a couple more. Now we're going to go down for our first pose on the ground. This is called dolphin, and it's very good for strengthening your upper back and shoulders, which you need for the strength of the endurance to hold yourself upright with good posture. So for this, you're going to start out in a forearm plank. And if you're familiar with a down dog, it's pretty similar to a down dog, except you're going to keep your forearms down. So your forearms are planted, pressing into the ground, starting with the forearm plank. Try to make your upper body, or try to make a straight line from your heels through your upper body, and squeezing the elbows in toward one another at shoulder width. From here, you're going to walk your feet in about a foot, lift your butt up high, reach your tailbone toward the ceiling. So by that, I mean take the rounding out of your back. Try to arch your back. Actually, you're moving to a neutral spine here, so you want a straight line. And then you're going to press your thighs back, put the weight into your upper back and your shoulders by pressing down through your wrist and your elbows, and still squeezing those elbows in toward the middle. And you're going to hold here for, again, about a minimum of 30 seconds. You should feel this weight in your upper back. Shouldn't be in the fronts of your shoulders. You want to feel some core engagement here. You're going to feel your legs stretching, your calves stretching. And then go ahead and relax. So that's an intense posture. It's pretty difficult if you haven't done it before, but it gets easier the more you do it. Also, if you're new to this, it might, you're not going to have a completely straight back at first. But the more you do it, the more you'll be able to start straightening out your back as you improve your mobility. That takes time, so you just got to keep doing it until you start to straighten your back more. Next pose is a boat. This is a fantastic posture for core strength. You're going to sit on the ground with your legs as straight as you can. Press down through your hips. Pull your chest upright. Make your body, or try to make your spine perpendicular to the ground. From here, you're going to bring your feet in. So just bend the knees. Plant your feet, maybe a foot, foot and a half, or 2 feet in front of your hips. Grab onto your knees like this with your hands, and lift your chest up and point your sternum up at the ceiling. And you're going to use your core strength and use your hip strength to stay upright here. Bring your arms out in front of you. See if you can lift up a little bit higher, and then lean back a tiny bit. If you were looking at a mirror, your spine will look straight right now. You want to make sure that you're not rounding your back like this, but you're really keeping length through the front side of your torso, almost like you're arching your back. And then arms are out in front. Now, to increase the difficulty here, you can lift your legs off the ground, but make sure you're still keeping your back flat, almost like you're pressing your lower back forward, lifting your sternum toward the ceiling and leaning back just a tiny bit. So here's boat pose. And then if you really want to test yourself, try extending your legs forward all the way, straightening your legs. That's boat pose. It's a really difficult pose, but you've got 3 different levels to choose from. Next pose, and the final pose, is a side angle. The reason why I selected this posture is because it's very good for opening up your chest. And one reason why we have such bad posture is that we spend a lot of time doing stuff like this, rounding forward, texting on our phones. So we need to do stuff that opens up the chest in order to bring our body back to that neutral spine position, which is proper posture. So you're going to go legs wide for this, as easy as I can explain it. Legs wide. You're going to turn your right foot out, 90 degrees out. You're going to bend into that right knee, knee over the ankle. You'll feel some stretching in your groin. Pull your ribs up away from your hips. So get some lift to your core. Bring your right wrist inside your right knee. Lift your left arm up. Roll back the left shoulder. Pull your chest forward away from your hips and look up at the ceiling. So this is a side angle posture. We're working on strengthening your core. We're opening up the chest. We're also strengthening your hips and improving mobility in the hips at the same time. So we'll do a minimum of 5 breaths here, or about 30 seconds, or you can work your way up to 60 seconds. Let's switch sides. Super simple. Straighten the right leg, turn it in, turn your left foot out, bend into your left knee, knee over the ankle. Push down through your left hip, push your right hip into your left hip, pull your ribs up away from the hips, left wrist inside the knee, right arm goes up, roll back the right shoulder, and reach toward the ceiling. Feeling some stretching through the groin, feeling your abs working, feeling some stretching through your shoulders. You might feel a little bit tired in your upper back and your shoulders if you're not used to holding your arm up like this. And again, we got about 5 breaths here. This is really good for full body. We're working on hip mobility, which, as I said, is actually a factor in posture. We're also working on core strength and on spinal mobility. And go ahead and come back. Straighten that leg. Come back in. All right, guys, so those are my 7 current favorite postures for improving posture. If you want to learn more about how to improve your posture, I have a Posture Fix program. You can learn more about that at the link below. That also comes included in the Man-Full Yoga members area. I've also got lots of other content on social media, on YouTube, on Facebook. So if you want to keep learning more about improving your posture, or some of the best postures for improving your posture, or little 10 to 15 minute workouts to help out with that, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure you're watching Facebook for updates and videos and such. So thanks for joining me today for this workout. If you want to learn more about the Posture Fix program, check out the link below. It's manfullyoga.com/training/posture-fix-program. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me today. Again, my name is Dean. This is Man-Full Yoga, and I'll see you on the next video.